Okay, by now you have all seen the Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo Beatdown press conference, Vane Vision. And if you haven't seen it, then I don't know what you're doing. I didn't watch that thing like over 10 times myself. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing at that video myself, and I'm the one that made it. I laughed at it every time like I ain't never seen it. But what I'm gonna do right here today is I got to thinking, about Jermell Charlo's situation, about what Tony Harrison said about Tim Brown and about Derrick James, and how they really don't like him. They just putting up with him because he's a decent fighter or whatever and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I knew what Tony Harrison said was true, but this is how I knew it was ultimately true, because I will never forget this. And I always question, why did they do that to him? I remember Jermell Charlo versus Erickson Lubin. Okay, you guys remember that fight? It was a great knockout. One of my favorite knockouts of all time. Believe it or not, One thing that I noticed when this whole thing was going down, and tell me if you noticed it too. I'm watching, them prep up and gear up to put on the fight, so they're doing their promotions and everything. And it made it abundantly clear. I was like, you know what? They've been wanting to get rid of Jermell Charlo. They really don't like his ass. And the reason why I say that is because when I was watching the gear up for the fight, all the press was on Erickson Lubin. All of it. They even gave Erickson Lubin his own Showtime special. You know what I'm saying? And Charlo been fighting on Showtime a hell of a lot longer than an Erickson Lubin or something like that. And I was wondering, like, damn, why is he getting all this pub? And, Jermell Charlo ain't getting shit. You know what I'm saying? That always stood out to me. And I was like, I couldn't figure that out. Now, when I put together what Tony Harrison said about Jermell Charlo, about Tim Brown, the one who does all the matchmaking, and about Derrick James and Al Heyman and all that other stuff, they really don't like that cat. Because if you look, they never gave Jermell Charlo a Showtime special, but they gave Erickson Lubin a Showtime special. There is no like Showtime special like what they did for Erickson Lubin that they did for Jermell Charlo. The only person that they did that for was Jermall. That's it. They didn't do that for him. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this straight. The kid coming out of left field is the one who get the Showtime special, but the guy who's been the reigning champ, y'all do nothing for him and don't put him on? That's because if you did not believe what Tony Harrison said, I bet you believe it now.
Talk about the fight now.
Let's talk.
Okay.
Let's talk.
It was much quicker.
They was giving him a lot of attention, running around with cameras. They was all this other BS and all that. I was quiet the whole time. Hey, coach, tell him read your shirt, coach. Oh, yeah, read your shirt.
Keep running your mouth. Okay.
At that moment, I was literally thinking that coach, and all I heard he say he talked to Derrick and all this other shit. And I'm just thinking, like, who is really there for me? I ain't gotta worry about who there for me. I know one man that is. It's the man upstairs.
What did you say?
When you call a snake out, you call him out, right? It's the truth.
Don't you ever